The biggest names in sports are all on IsraelSportsRadio.com.
All right, and welcome back. So, we're taking our trip down memory lane here as we kind of wrap things up after a couple years on the air together, Ari and I. And one of our first guests ever is the former WBC champion of the world, Yuri Foreman. How you doing?
Hi, good. Very good. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Absolutely.
W.B.A.
W.B.A. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't make him mad, please.
I know. Well, the thing is that Ari's truly the boxing guy. See, I tried to do it there, but Yuri, we throughout the past couple of years, you've helped us out. You've come on with us through your following you, and we were just talking to our previous guest about the pride that we have for our athletes here in Israel, and the pride that we have when I'll never forget the pictures in the papers here after you won the title, and forever will be known as the champion. I mean, does that still just when you see that the flag waving, how's that make you feel?
It's an amazing feeling, I mean, looking back where I came from, I was this teenager in Israel, and all my dream was to be world champion one day, and I never even in my wildest dream in my wildest dream, yes, I was a champion, but I never think that one day actually, I would never imagine it would be actually in Las Vegas, but the Israeli flag, I'm going to lift it, and it's going to be the first Israeli world champion.
Right.
So
now, it's a great story because it really shows anything can be accomplished. Now, going back to the fight in Yankee Stadium, you're cruising around pretty good against Cotto. Me and Andy, of course, we were watching the fight here at 5 in the morning, went to the hotel and everything for you. And then there was yeah, of course. There was a point in the fight where we didn't know what happened. It looked like you tripped over a towel, and Andy knew right away what happened.
I hate to say this, but we're watching the fight, and I was like, oh, God, it's the ACL. And Ari says, why would you say that? And I said, because I tore my ACL. And it was like, I have to know. I mean, I did it on the basketball court. I certainly didn't walk off the court. Yet you continued to fight. I mean, is that just your mental presence that says, you know what, just keep going through this pain?
Listen, first of all, thank you very much for feeling pain. A friend of mine, you see, you have to go to Cotto and also, kind of squeeze one of the little notes in the wall, no ACL injuries.
Right.
But, 3 weeks ago, a friend of mine also fought here in Manhattan, and he also, same thing, he slipped and he tore his ACL, and I was just watching, like, oh, God, this is ACL.
So
it makes us both now a kind of a fan.
Well, I tell you, this is a question I got to ask you because we were watching this fight. I've seen a lot of boxing matches over my time here on this great planet of ours, and Arthur McHaney Jr. is reffing, and he started helping you. He started encouraging you and kind of giving you tips. I have never, ever seen that from a ref. Did you schmooze with him before the fight? I mean, how did you get him to do that?
I mean, you know what? It's funny. We look at the same thing a little different because it was actually annoying because you keep calling me kid and suck it up. You can do it and suck it up, kid, I would actually could, if I had some time to answer it, I didn't really pay attention. Actually, on the serious note, like, I didn't pay attention what he was saying because, it's like this. You're not going to tell world-class athletes suck it up, When I was in Israel, for example, just started boxing, the coaches would sucking up, kid, sucking up, kid. Those stages are over. I'm in a Yankee Stadium. I pay my dues in the gym. I train very hard through blood and sweat, and I don't need any more. You're not telling, for example, a gladiator, you can do it, So it's like, for me, it was irrelevant, I knew what my goal. when the injury happened, I was hoping that it was not as serious. And listen, so many Jews. There was way less Jews than Puerto Ricans, but majority of the Jews got actually the best tickets, I think. So when I was in the ring, it was a big Jewish Israeli presence, Israeli flags, and it was amazing. So I couldn't really stop. Even you feel pain in your knee, you can't stop. Like watching so many people came to support, and you're just gonna say, wait, okay, I should not continue.
Right.
See, I don't know. I was still hoping that perhaps I get lucky, but it never happened. In this in this level, I guess, with one knee, you're not going to make it.
Right. See, I guess the difference is Yankee Stadium versus the Jewish Community Center. I was playing in a yeshiva charity game, and that could be the difference of the adrenaline. I'm not sure. I'm thinking
it was Yankee Stadium was the Jewish center that day.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was JCC or JCA or whatever. It was shofar. It was national anthem. It was hope, and it was Jewish.
Wow.
Jewish stadium there.
Yeah, and also now we understand that
it was like a Yankel stadium.
Yankel Stadium. I like that.
Nice.
Now, of course, the fight was mostly Shabbat, so my understanding they gave you an escort from where you were right after Shabbat all the way to the stadium. So now traffic in New York is pretty bad as it is, but was that kind of nice that you were kind of laughing like, haha, suckers, and I'm just coming through?
That part was actually a lot of fun because that's all. Well, like wow, I mean, every shot that I have leading to the fight, it's a very stressful shot. You're trying to relax. You're trying to think of be in the spirit of Shabbos, but in the same time, it's very difficult. That after Havdalah, you're gonna go into the fight, and so at that night, previous night, I moved to Upper East Side in Manhattan, and actually I asked my manager, Maury Wilson, rest in peace. I asked him why don't you should put me in a hotel somewhere in Bronx, and they say, no, Yuri, I'm sure you would enjoy that hotel. So yeah, they made a nice. We went right through the traffic, and it was a nice, fun. Build up for the fight.
What were some of the cool celebrities and maybe after the fight? Obviously you're in a lot of pain, but you kind of look at the crowd like, whoa, he was at my fight, and him and her. Were there any celebrities that kind of stood out that you were able to see there?
You know what? I didn't. I was not sure.
Just all focus on the fight.
The fight, but. I'm not sure who was there, and right after the fight, it was just
right.
there was some press conference, and I left really quickly.
So, what's up next for Yuri Foreman? I mean, both in the ring and out of the ring. What's going on?
Well, right now I'm taking a little break from boxing. I just need a little breather. I'm staying in the gym every day. I'm running, biking, do all sort of. I had a running race 2 weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. Israel race here in Central Park. And what else? I'm catching up with my studies and raising my kids. I'm spending a lot of time with my kid. He's nice. He's almost 10 months old.
Wow.
And it brings me a lot of joy. And right now I'm in a great physical shape, but I need just to wait till I regain this hunger again,
Right.
Because I don't want to go to the gym, back to the ring unless I'm hungry,
Absolutely. Hungry fighters are the most dangerous, so make sure. Yeah. Sure to, if you're hungry to eat a lot of cholent. Just remember that as well.
Actually, one of the first advices that my rabbi gave me is don't eat cholent before the fight.
See,
it's gonna stay for 48 hours. You're gonna be very, very heavy.
See, again, advice inside the ring, outside the ring. That's a good Rav.
So, for anybody who, young, inspiring boxers who listen to your show, I just could pass the message, it's just on Shabbos, don't have any children, So, lucky for me, my wife, she's not really like a great cook, so I don't have no problem with my weight. I'm always light and fat.
Wow. Well, Yuri, we can't thank you enough. I mean, really, you came on very early in our career here in Israel, and it really gave us a huge boost. From that, we had just a lot of confidence because I still send out emails to this day saying, hey, we had a former champion on, so I think you could come on our show. Yuri came on our show. You should come on our show as well. And I would say that to many people when I booked them on the show. So that's due to you. Thank you very, very much. You gave us just a huge...
Thank you very much for having me on the show, and much blessings to you.
Thank you.
Success with the show. And listen, in Israel, there's so many tremendous potential kids in all kind of sports. I think it's actually right now almost parallel of what used to be here in 20s. There's so many immigrants here in 20s who are world champions. Same thing in Israel right now. There's immigrants, people are hungry, the kids are hungry, and they want to succeed in all kind of sports. And they just right now have to focus on their goal and be determined. That's blessing.
Well, thank you so much again. We really appreciate it, and all the best moving forward.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot, Yuri.
Thanks, Yuri.